If you mark 16 inches like this, you might be doing it wrong. And most people never realize why. All right, today I'm going to show you how 16 inches on center actually works. And I'm going to explain the part that confuses almost everybody. Just to be clear before we start, this is a 2 by 10, not a 2 by 4. I'm using this only for visualization because it's what I have right now. The layout rules are exactly the same whether this is a 2 by 4, 2 by 6, or 2 by 10. First thing I'm going to do is hook my tape right on the edge and pull it all the way to the end. This is 8 feet, which is 96 inches. I'm just showing you the full length we're working with. Now, this is where most people start. They go to 16 inches, they put a line right here, and they say, okay, that's 16 on center. This is not wrong, but it's incomplete. And this is where the confusion starts. When we say 16 inches on center, we are talking about the center of the stud, not the edge of the stud. So, if I just mark 16 and stop here, I haven't shown you where the stud actually starts and ends. That's the missing piece. A 2 by 4 is a nominal name. In real life, a 2 by 4 is actually 1.5 inches thick and 3.5 inches wide. That means the center of the stud is 3/4 of an inch from either edge. So, if this line is 16 inches, then the stud has to be centered on it. 3/4 of an inch back puts me at 15.25. 3/4 of an inch forward puts me at 15.75. Me at 16.75. This space right here is exactly 1 stud wide. Now watch this. The stud starts at 15.25, ends at 16.75, and the center of the stud lands exactly on 16 inches. That's what on center actually means. This X tells me the stud goes here. Let's do another one. Same idea. 3/4 back, 3/4 forward. I'm doing this only for visualization. On a real job, once you understand this, you don't keep doing the math. Same thing at 48 inches. Once you see the pattern, it repeats. And again at 64 inches. Each stud is 16 inches from the next one, center to center. Now notice something important. The last stud does not have to land perfectly at 16 inches. End studs are flush. They're boundaries, not part of the spacing pattern. Only the studs in between follow the 16-inch spacing. Last video was the parts of the wall. This one was the layout. Next is why the spacing exists. Once you see all three together, framing clicks. If you want to understand how construction actually works, not just memorize steps, this channel breaks it down simply. Subscribe for more.